Hello everybody, this is Sam from the Ice King channel, and welcome back to another Star Wars Battlefront episode. And today the gameplay you're seeing right now is of me playing on the map Survivors of Endor, and today I'm going to be talking about the new possible heroes and villains coming to Star Wars Battlefront. So the first DLC, Outer Rim, is the new hero is Nieb Nub, I think his name is. He looks like a monkey with like a pancake face. And then villain is Greedo, the guy who confronted Han Solo and started the big debate of who shot first. And personally, I am a little disappointed in those heroes and villains just because we kind of already have their skins and they just don't seem all that special to me. And well, I'm sure EA and DICE will make them fun to play as, just like the other heroes and villains. But we're going to be talking about the ones that could be coming to Bespin, and then the Death Star, and then the other DLC we really don't know yet. So Bespin, for a hero, which Bespin is Cloud City, I could be seeing possibly Chewbacca or maybe Lando, but the thing with Lando is that he's a little too similar to Han Solo, and also sometimes he's like parts in the movie he was a villain and then like teaming up with the Empire, and then parts he was a hero helping out the rebels. So him I'm a little controversial about. And then Chewbacca, I could definitely see, I think he's the most likely candidate out of all these guys I'm going to be talking about today, just because they kind of already have him in the game. When you're playing as Han Solo, you can hear the Millennium Falcon, and also he's such a big part. So for him, they already have the bowcaster implanted in the game. Maybe another attack from the bowcaster, like a one straight shot instead of multiple that are going out, and then maybe a melee attack for him. And then maybe another ability, he could, like, I don't know, run really fast to get away from enemies, or I don't know, something along those lines. And then for a villain, maybe Lando. I'm not really sure. I mean, he's a hero and a villain, kind of. He's more. And then we could probably possibly seeing Bosk. He was the one to confront Darth Vader in The Empire Strikes Back when he gathered his bounty hunters to go find Han, and Bosk's species and the Wookiees had a bad history together, so I could possibly be seeing Bosk. He would probably be really fun to play as. And then we could so that's what I think for Bespin. And then for the Death Star, I think that we could maybe be seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi in old form, because he did fight in the Death Star against Darth. And then, or was it the Death Star? Or was it I don't know what it was, but honestly, I think he could be in it. And then for villains, I think it could definitely be Grand Moff Tarkin, because he is kind of the leader of that of the Death Star. He blew up Alderaan. And for like abilities, Obi-Wan could have like a strong lightsaber attack. Maybe like he could heal himself or heal others, like Leia or the Emperor. And then I don't know, some other, maybe he could like I don't really know, like some defensive position where he kind of like that Leia bubble sort of. And then for Grand Moff Tarkin, he could have some powerful pistol of his, or maybe a blaster, and then he could probably call in maybe some AI bodyguards possibly, or maybe he could fire an orbital strike because he from the Death Star, something along those lines. And then finally the last DLC we don't know anything about yet, really. They just said it's gonna be a big surprise in 2017. And I think for heroes, it's pretty tough to decide, honestly. Maybe Master Yoda, but he never really fought in the original trilogy, so maybe they could do him. For villains, you know, they really don't have any others. Maybe that assassin droid thing that confronted that also Darth Vader called in when he wanted the bounty hunters to go be searching for Han Solo. That would be a really smart choice. Like, because he has so many abilities, he's a robot. It would just be cool. So, yeah, those are what I think for heroes and villains, and then what I think for maps and game modes. So for the new Outer Rim, they said they're going to be adding like one, oh god, I forget the name of it, but it's one where they oh god, the Imperials have to attack or have to defend a place where the rebels are. Oh god, this is my first ever commentary, so it's kind of awkward, but they have to defend something, and then the rebels have to go attack it and bring it out. I think that's what it's called. And then, yeah, and so for game modes, possibly you could add one for the Death Star DLC. You could add like a Star Destroyer ship that the rebels have to kind of go in the different parts of the ship and disable things, while the Imperials have to defend it, and maybe they can reactivate it. But kind of sounds like the uplinks, but it would be a little different because there's no walker to try to assault. And then yeah, that's all I really have for game modes right now. I really haven't thought that out much. And then I hope that for heroes versus villains, they add the new heroes and villains like Greedo and Nib Nub into the game mode, because it's kind of hard to go find and pick up the hero pickups around the Walker Assault and Supremacy and maybe one other game mode. No, I don't think it's in Turning Point. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find those, so I hope they add it into Hero Hunt and possibly Heroes versus Villains, which is probably my favorite game mode, just because who doesn't love going around playing as Darth Vader or one of the other heroes? I mean, it can get frustrating, but it's still a lot of fun. So right now, what I think of Star Wars Battlefront is it's a very good game. It's very easy and simple, and simple games are usually good. I mean, yeah. And so this gameplay is of the Survivors of Endor map, probably my favorite map in the game so far for Walker Assault, Supremacy, and Turning Point, just because it's got such a diverse lineup of there's trees and the burning area in one point, and then the other points are with the cave. That's really fun to play in, and then the Ewok section where you just walk like you're in the trees, and that's really a lot of fun because there's a lot of snipers there. And in this I'm using Twi'lek for my guy, and then for this pistol that I'm using, it's like the SE something. It's like a 5-round burst pistol that you unlock. It's really a lot of fun. And then here's a hero pickup, and then I just get it stolen by this guy who's playing as a Rodian, which is the new skin for Greedo, which I'm hyped as well to play as. And then speaking of Greedo, possible like abilities, he's getting his new pistol he used in the movie in I think Empire Strikes Back. I'm not positive on that one though. Yeah, he's getting that pistol implanted into the game. And then for abilities, it's really hard to decide what it could be. Maybe some powerful attack with the pistol, kind of like Han's Lucky Shot, or maybe Leia's Trooper Bane, something like that. Maybe it's like a single shot pistol and it goes into rapid fire. It goes into fully automatic with explosive shot, which I have on right now while killing this dude. Yeah, that would be something along those lines. That would be pretty cool. And then Nib Nub, maybe he could call in some kind of strike with some type of vehicle from the air, because that's what he did. He helped pilot the Millennium Falcon with Lando. That would be pretty fun. I don't really know how that would play out in Heroes versus Villains though, and on like Endor maps too, because you know, I don't know, it's just kind of hard to decide there, because it's like the Heroes vs Villains map and the Hero Hunt and Blast and all those other maps are small. And then the Endor maps are full of trees, so you know, I don't know how a plane would work in the, or some starship would work in that, but we'll see what happens. And then, what else? I was thinking about something else. I forget now. Maybe he could call, like, you know, of the power-ups that they have now, like the smart rocket, thermal imploder, infantry turret, and all those other things. Maybe he could, like, to select which one he wants. Like, say he's in trouble, he just wants to use a thermal imploder because he sees all of them. He can call that in for himself because he's some type of engineer. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, we'll see what happens. And then, so I'm gonna leave you guys to enjoy the rest of this gameplay, and I'll see you in another either Black Ops 3 or Star Wars Battlefront, or maybe another game video.
Incoming hostiles. Y-wing tracking signal online.
Uplink activated. Watch for Imperial counterattack.
uplink station has been activated. Hold it. Imperial forces have turned off our uplink signal. We need it operational.
Bombers have launched and are on their way. Bomber locking sequence offline. Reactivate the uplink.
This place is crawling with hostiles!